You've been looking forward to your summer getaway all year long, but now that it's time to pack, you may find yourself a bit overwhelmed thinking, what are the key essentials I need to be both stylish and prepared without overpacking? After years of both underpacking and overpacking, I gotcha. In this video, I am sharing the 15 essential items to pack to enhance your comfort, style, and your overall experience, while keeping your luggage refined and practical. Grab a pen and paper, ladies, and let's do this. Ladies, I know that many of you are starting to prepare for your summer vacations, as we are too. We will be in London and Paris this year in May and June. So that was sort of the impetus for this video. The number one thing that we all need is a chic, multifunctional, good tote. I personally love a pebbled leather because it's durable, it's very scratch resistant, yet it still looks effortless and stylish if you pick the right one, of course. This pebbled leather tote from Quince is very well priced at only $149 in all the pretty neutral colors. I especially love the color cappuccino. I think it's just really pretty. It's light for spring and summer, and yet it easily works for fall and winter as well. It's got essential organizational features which are key. I don't like having a tote with what my sister and I call one big dumb pocket because I don't want to have to search through my tote for what I want. This one has great organizational features. It has the interior center pocket divider with a zipper closure and 3 interior slip pockets to keep everything organized and at your fingertips. Protective metal feet, a dust bag, all of this makes it a great value at $149. Another option that I have for you is from the brand Kuyana, which I know a lot of you love. I introduced you to the brand, I think a couple years ago. I bought my mom one of these bags and she loves it. This bag has a wider strap for both a design aesthetic and, I believe, a much more comfortable carry. Again, we've got the durable pebbled leather with super functional organizational features. This one comes in both a 13 or 16-inch versions, so you can choose which one works best for you. Another good fabric or textile to use is a canvas, very similar to the Louis Vuitton carry-all. Number 2, a small crossbody or a wallet on a chain. A small crossbody perfect for carrying small items like your lipstick, your wallet, phone, and maybe a mini sunscreen or hand sanitizer while walking around is another key thing that you're going to want to have. This quilted crossbody, again from Quince, is very well priced at $129 and looks very, very similar to the YSL camera bag. This has the perfect amount of storage for daytime essentials, a zipper top for security, and of course a crossbody function for hands-free walking around. Alternatively, you can do what I do. Instead of bringing an additional crossbody bag, I bring a 2-in-1 wallet on a chain. This serves as both double duty as my wallet for the trip and my walking around bag during the day. Ladies, I walked all around England with this last year. You probably saw many of my Instagram pictures of me with this wallet. It fit my phone, my lip gloss, and of course it's a wallet, so I had all of my money, ID, and American Express, of course, because we never leave home without that, do we? The one that I'm wearing is a Louboutin. I'm not saying that you need to buy a $1,200 wallet to do it. The point is you can opt for a wallet on a chain. You do what's best for you. Some ladies are like, that's not going to be enough storage space for me. Other ladies are like, I love the idea. Number 3, polished, comfortable shoes for walking around. Okay, side note, 2 of my most cringe-worthy words are sensible shoes. I hate those 2 words. Instead, I'm calling these stylishly practical walking around shoes. It's semantics. Listen, regardless of how luxuriously you travel, you will be walking around, so be smart with a comfortable shoe. A comfortable pair of shoes is so important to avoid blisters and sore feet, as I learned the hard way. As recently as 2 years ago, when Oliver and I were in London, y'all, I decided that I was going to wear my super cute, brand new, thick, rubber-soled loafers as we went sightseeing because I thought they're comfortable, they're cute, they'll be great. Oliver did warn me before we leave the room, but of course, me being me, I'm gonna be stubborn and I'm not gonna let him tell me what to do. So, of course, I wore them, proudly strutting around the streets for a full 20 minutes. 1 hour in, my feet were so blistered. The blisters had burst. They were bleeding. He had to sit me on one of the park benches. He walked for 20 minutes there and back to get Band-Aids for me from a drugstore. No bueno. We had to call a cab, go back to the hotel. He had to carry me up to the room. All the time he's going, oh, you're so heavy. You're so heavy. I'm not heavy. Now, of course, I take a pair of very comfortable city chic sneakers specifically for walking around. I usually choose white or a very neutral color with very little detailing because I want something as versatile as possible that will go with all of my outfits. This year I'm taking my Adidas Samba sneakers for our London-Paris trip. I think they'll be super chic and pretty, and I think they'll go with everything and be comfortable for walking around town. The other thing that you want to do is make sure that your shoes are broken in before you go. So make sure to take them out, walk around town a little bit before you go to make sure that you don't end up doing my thing with the loafers. Number 4, a pair of fuzzy socks and cozy loungewear. Depending on the length of our trip, I always bring at least one fuzzy warm pair of socks. I pack one pair in my tote for international flights, and I put them on the minute that we're sitting down. The socks supplied by the airlines, if you travel business or first class, are thin, scratchy, and they don't feel good, y'all. Trust me, you will love having your own thick pair, and you're gonna put them on and think, damn, Shelli Pelly, that was a good call. The same goes for a cozy set of loungewear. You're gonna want this for your room. Of course, the spa robes supplied in the room are nice, but cozy loungewear is even better. I personally love the brand Barefoot Dreams. It's like cocooning yourself in a marshmallow. I found this super simple set at Nordstrom. Ooh, do you like that alliteration? Simple, relaxed, and perfectly cozy for the room, to and from the spa, or to go downstairs and grab a quick coffee. Number 5, a swimsuit and a cover-up. They take up such minimal space that even if you're not planning beach or pool days, you'll really appreciate the option of being able to change your mind on the fly. I mean, you might want to run up to the spot and take a jacuzzi, and if the hotel you're staying at has more of a co-ed space, you're going to want a swimsuit. Number 6, a mini travel face and body sunscreen. Of course, you're going to want SPF. Number 7, a multi-purpose scarf or a pashmina. You'll want this for both style and function. A lightweight scarf or pashmina can be thrown around the shoulders for colder evenings, or of course, if you're touring a church where bare shoulders are a no-no. It's easy to scrunch into your tote, just throw it around your shoulders and you're golden. You can also use it on the flight for warmth as well. I take something in a neutral solid color or in a print, all made up of neutral colors, to give all of my neutral outfits a bit more visual interest. This one by Echo is a perfect patterned neutral in my opinion. If you pack a foundation of neutral colors for your outfits, which usually is what I do, this is the kind of scarf you want. It'll bump up even the most boring outfit and make it interesting. And again, like I said, add that little extra layer of warmth if it gets cooler in the evenings. A portable charger, a huge must. Nothing can be more buzzkill than being out and about, enjoying your time in London or Paris or wherever you're going, then realizing your phone is about to die. Aside from missing out on fun pictures and videos, now you've also lost access to navigation and Uber. Drop mic. This is the one that I use. It's 25 bucks on Amazon. It's not expensive. I get one for myself, one for Oliver. I throw it in my tote just so that I know that I have it. It's good peace of mind, takes up very little space. Number 9, I always bring dry shampoo. Toiletries are a no-brainer, you guys. I don't think I need to remind you to bring toothpaste. But dry shampoo, on the other hand, can really be a lifesaver for those days when you really don't feel like getting up and doing your hair, but you still want to look cute and feel fresh. I use Oribe dry shampoo at home, and then I also buy their mini travel size for when we're traveling. It is a little bit pricey, but I've personally found it to be the best. It smells intoxicating, and my hair always looks like I just washed it, and it just makes me feel extra fresh, which I think is just as important as looking fresh, don't you think? Number 10, a lightweight packable jacket. Even if you're going someplace warm, you're going to want a lightweight packable jacket for mornings or evenings that may get a little bit cooler. Or, of course, those unexpected weather changes. Who hasn't been caught in that? Oh, this year to England and Paris, I'm packing my brand new Jet Set bomber from ATHLETA. Stand by, I'm gonna get it for you. I have it here. I got it in black and white. Let me show you. This is really cute, you guys. It's not very expensive. This is how I model when we're in a hotel room. Isn't it cute? It came in black. Let me show you white. And it came in white. I like the white. People are gonna ding me for showing white, but I don't care, it's my jacket. This ladies came in regular, tall, and petites. I am wearing the petite extra small, my regular size, and it fits perfectly. Isn't this cute? I love this jacket. Polished, understated, totally lightweight, and packable. Water repellent with a hood conveniently stored in the zippered collar, which gives the collar a little bit more structure. Next, 2 pair of sunglasses. Yes, of course, you can totally bring one, but if you're like me, you like a little more versatility. Of course, they're stylish, but you're also going to want good quality sunglasses to protect your eyes from UV rays and reduce the glare. I bring 1 neutral pair and 1 black oversized. Number 12, an adapter and a converter. If you're traveling internationally, you obviously know the electrical outlets and the voltage can vary. So of course we always pack these, but honestly, a lot of the properties that we stay at offer adapters and converters for the guests, but we always like to have a backup just in case. Number 13, a first aid kit, safety first. I'd usually and traditionally have always eye rolled at first aid kits because I'm kind of naturally an optimist, so I always think, oh, it'll be great, we'll be fine. My husband, on the other hand, is like Mr. Preparation. So he always brings a first aid kit, and I will say it has come in very handy when yours truly gets blisters on her feet because she doesn't listen to anybody and wears loafers. We're talking just a small mini kit with essentials like Band-Aids, antiseptic, Tylenol, and maybe a few over-the-counter medications. These can really be a lifesaver and save you from having to figure out where the nearest drugstore is. You just want them handy. You all know to take travel-size versions of all of your toiletries, right? I don't have to tell you that. But one of my absolute musts is a hydrating lip mask. This is the one that I get. It's by Lawless. Annie Lawless, who founded this company, actually lives close to me here in San Diego. These are great both for your flight and for your destination. I just pop one in my tote and I put one in my suitcase because Oliver uses them and he digs into them. He doesn't know it's lip plumper. But by the time we get down to maybe half of a jar, he's like, can you order more lip balm? Yes I can. Really, it's just a nice medium weight, silky, balmy, super hydrating lip balm. This smells really good. This one is the Sweet Dreams. It just feels incredible on your lips. So when your lips feel like dry and yucky when you're in flight or at the other end, you slather this on and it's just like your body just goes, ugh, that feels so much better. Last but not least, an e-reader. Light, slim, takes minimal space, and it's such a lifesaver whether you're waiting for a flight's been delayed, in flight, lounging by the pool, chilling in the room. It's a great thing to just have on hand, unwind, and enjoy some me time. And for what to wear on your summer getaway, don't miss my next video. Casual chic summer vacation outfit ideas. Okay, ladies, have a great week and I'll see you Friday. Bye.